Another hot, sunny, beautiful day out here on the bayou. You just have to work a little while till you start sweating hard and then take a break and then get back at it after a few minutes and drink lots and lots of water. This morning, I want to do a video on this really lightweight, minimalist chest rig. I featured it on my deals and finds. I found this at the thrift store, brand new, and I got it for 10 bucks. And if you're not one of my five faithful, just to bring you up to date, my thrift store is actually on a military base where I work. I volunteer at the thrift store, so I'm in there a lot, and they actually refer to me whenever they get military gear in to help them price it. So I do get a real sweetheart a deal on getting first pick. And I'll guarantee you this is brand new, was issued to some snake eater and he never used it, and they were moving or getting out, and he donated it to the thrift store, and all the proceeds go to the what is it? I should know this. The is it the Chief's Wife's Club? I don't know. Herbert Enlisted Spouses Club. Not real sure, but it's all for charity, and it's a good cause. So anyway, I bought this, and I can find no nomenclature, no label anywhere on it. All I can find on it is this where it says multicam, and it says this in many spots because this is legal. What do you call it? Copyrighted, trademarked multicam camouflage. That doesn't tell me who made it. That doesn't tell me the name of it, and I apologize. I cannot find it. I even did a Google search just looking for something that looked like it, and found nothing. But it's very minimalist. It comes with 3 rows of the PALS webbing on either side, but it comes with these elastic pockets in the middle, and then it comes with this map pocket, which is very large. Matter of fact, it travels just about the entire bib, as you can see, and that's good for, you know, throwing a map in there or some 9-line cards or some notes and stuff like that. Not much more. So I'm seriously thinking about using it instead of my current Condor chest rig, and you can see that this is much lighter, much more sparse, not near as padded. There's no padding, that's just a strap, whereas the Condor has quite a bit of padding. So the only way that would work is if I put less stuff on it. I mean, when you go minimalist with your harnesses, you have to in turn go minimalist with your gear. That's the whole point. Because if I carry a lot of weight here and then I transfer that lot of weight to here, I'm going to feel it over time. Up here in the chest, on the shoulders, I'm going to feel it because the weight is going to be the same, but I'm not going to have all that padding that I had when I was using the heavier stuff. Now understand, I'm not loading this down so much that it's really weighing on me. But this will be a neat little minimalist kit that I can throw together and have in my pack, and maybe have a different setup in case I want to do something different. I know that night that it was getting dusk, and I shot a pig on one stand, which to my mind ruined that stand for getting a deer or anything else, because I just shot a 308 and killed a pig and he was still laying there. So I grabbed that and my rifle, nothing else, and I hot-footed it down a trail about a mile to the nearest stand to try to get that last 30 minutes of legal deer hunting in. And in that case, something like that, you might want to have the most minimalist, where you had, you know, first aid kit, a water, and a magazine. You know, maybe a rangefinder or a GPS, and nothing else, and you just go hot-footing it because you're trying to get that last 30 minutes. You're trying to do something a little different. You're trying to shift to the left. You're trying to do something other than what you had been doing. So anyway, I'm really thinking about adding this to my hunting kit for those reasons. But before we can do that, we need to see what this thing can do. This Condor kit over here, it's just 4 rows of MOLLE, and then you strap whatever you want on it. It doesn't even have, these little things. It does have the map pocket, but that's all. So I can able, at the price of weight, put anything I want on there. Here I'm much more limited. I can only put some pouches on the two ends. I'm obviously going to have to use these guys for either magazines or what can ever fit in those magazines. So let's see what we can get in there. So first of all, obviously we want to see if we can get our AR mags in there. There's a 20 rounder, there's a 30 rounder. They fit in great, nice and snug, very snug. I'm not worried about running down a trail and these things falling out. I feel real good about that. But I also shoot with a 308. Can a 308 mag shoot in there, fit in there? I don't think so. Let's see. Okay, I was able to make a 308 magazine fit in there. That's a 20 round P mag for the 308, and it fits, and I can carry it. I'm sure over time I'm going to end up wallering this pouch out because it's just a, and you can even see the stress that it's got there. It's just elastic, but hey, that's what it's for. So maybe this would work fine for carrying a 308. And there's a lot of other things that you can carry in there. There's a tourniquet right here. I've got my GPS. I could easily fit my rangefinder in there. So those pouches really could come in handy. I mean, I could get one extra mag there, my rangefinder or GPS, a tourniquet. I mean, I'm doing pretty good. More gear than you would think going in there. Now here's the downside of these minimalist pockets. Say you want to carry a Leatherman. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. You bend over, this thing's going to fall right out. I think that if it's not fairly tight, these pockets just aren't going to do it. Not having any kind of lids on them, you're going to have to carry something tight enough that it strains or stresses the elastic. So you just have to be aware of what will fit in there and what will stay in there. And even with that, I'm going to put dummy cords. I dummy cord most of my expensive stuff anyway, but I would dummy cord anything like a rangefinder or a GPS. Now with a minimalist kit like this, you really don't want to be carrying a lot of stuff, like I said, but you do want to be able to carry a trauma kit or a good first aid kit. And yeah, this would fit on there. It just barely will. And this is a lightweight, kind of along the same lines as this rig. This is a lightweight Blue Force Gear GP pouch, and it would hold a lot of stuff, and it would fit on there. So yeah, you can put some stuff on there, and then obviously if I couldn't get my Leatherman to fit any other way, I could put it there if that's what I wanted to put. So 3 rows, 3 by 3 of MOLLE is probably the sweet spot to getting something to fit on here. I wouldn't go much bigger. And actually what I think I would look at doing is actually spending the money on some of this minimalist lightweight kit. I think I've got a couple pieces of it, and I might actually spend the money on a dedicated trauma kit in this super lightweight setup, because I think to get a lightweight kit like this and not finish it out with lightweight gear, to load it down with heavy duty conventional military stuff, which is thick and made to really last, I think it's doing a disservice. I might as well just stick with Condor. And to understand, I'm not getting rid of this. This is my go-to. This has worked real good. It's nice and inexpensive. It's been great. I'm just looking at building a minimalist kit that is so lightweight that maybe I can just roll it up and stick it in my pack, and it's a secondary kit. Second thing I've thought about is, would this make a good survival kit? Because it's so lightweight that maybe you could set it up with some real lightweight minimalist survival gear and have this thing rolled up in your pack, so that if, God forbid, you got into any kind of situation, you roll this thing out, you put it on your body, And as I've talked about in other videos, when you're in a survival situation, you want to get that gear on your body. You want to do a tiered system where you have things in your pocket, things on your body, things in your pack. And this would be a great way to travel fast and light with minimalist survival gear. And I may actually, you know, get into that and maybe do a video on a minimalist survival kit that weighs as little as possible but gives you the most punch for that weight. So while we're here, let's go ahead and weigh this thing and see how much it weighs totally by itself with nothing. Okay, well there you go. This thing comes in at 0.62 pounds. Oh my Lord, that is light. That is incredibly light. Yeah, and yeah, you're giving up a lot. I mean, you're giving up a lot of comfort, but oh my Lord, this is light. Okay, after seeing how light that was, I just had to see how much my old Condor chest rig weighs. And that thing weighs almost 3 times more. 1.5 pounds exactly. So, big difference in weight. Big difference. It's just night and day. So, almost a pound more. You know, in pounds, you know, ounces of pounds, pounds are pain. But yes, you don't have to remind me. A lot of padding there. So something to think about. I got some thinking about both my get home kit and my my hunting gear. I may have a place for a minimalist setup. Hey, thanks for watching.